Hi, my name is Carmen. My channel's New Me, New Life. Um, I'm planning on having RNY in 4 days. Um, I'm having my surgery August 16th. And I had originally decided to do the sleeve, and um, I wanted to talk to as many people as possible who had had the surgery and see what they thought and why did they choose what they chose, and see if I wanted to stick with my decision. A woman in my office had Roux-en-Y 12 years ago, and she told me that a lot of her friends have ended up having the sleeve and gaining their weight back. A lot of it had to do with the fact that they didn't change a lot of their behaviors, and that they ended up going and getting Roux-en-Y anyways. And I thought, I've really been working up towards going forward towards the surgery date to change specific behaviors that I thought would be detrimental to my success in having the surgery. So why have it if you want to drink pop after and gorge on, I don't know, whatever it is you like. She really impressed upon me that she felt in her experience, because she does run a bariatric weight loss support group on Facebook. She admins it, and that in her experience, it seemed like RNY had better results longer term. And another woman in my office had the sleeve like 2 years ago, and she has recently gained back 40 pounds. And she says she's not sure why, and she's asked her doctor why, because according to her, she's following what she's supposed to do, and they don't really have any answer for her. Now, it really could be something she's doing or not doing. So one other woman in my office just recently had the surgery, probably 9 months ago, and she had decided to do Roux-en-Y, and she said, in her own words, that she wanted more bang for her buck. That it seemed like with Roux-en-Y, you lost more weight. And so that made me start thinking, and I went and started doing some research, and it does kind of look like Roux-en-Y, excuse me, does have a little more weight loss than the sleeve. And at that point, I was like 315 or 16 pounds, and I had been tracking my food, and I reduced my calories, and I was really still struggling with losing any weight. And I thought, I really need to lose 150, 60 pounds. So I decided to change from sleeve to Roux-en-Y. And that's what I'm going to go forward with on Tuesday. some background on me. I am 42. I'm a widow. I have 4 children, and they are all just now grown, so they're all over 18. And I their dad died 10 years ago, and um, we've struggled with a lot of issues, and I've kind of been looking forward to when I was 42, because they'd all be pretty much grown at that point, and because not all of it was their dad dying. They did have some issues of their own, and it could have been from that, but not to mention I was a mother at the age of 18, and I had my last child at the age of 24, and they share the same birthday. And I work at the post office, and we work a lot of hours at the post office, or most of us do. There are some people who just work 8 hours a day, but they're not usual. That's not the typical postal culture. And I'm looking forward to the surgery because, if I work a 9 or 10 hour shift, I am pretty pooped out. And my usual thing to do is to come home, eat dinner, and then get in my jammies and lay down. And I want life to be more than just getting up and going to work and coming home, eating dinner, and going to sleep just to get up and go to work, to come home and eat dinner. I'm not a huge TV watcher. I would say, at all. If I could go the rest of my life and never watch another thing on TV. In fact, I don't have cable, so whatever I watch is something that I specifically chose on Blu-ray or something. My route is, I'm going to guesstimate 12.6. I put an app on my phone. Some people have said that they're not always 100% accurate. So I do drive 10 miles and I walk more than I drive. So 12.6 sounds about right. And that's just my route. And we work a rotating shift, so there's weeks when you work 5 days, and then there's weeks when you work 6 days. And I'm not on the overtime list right now, although I have been for most of my postal career. So I just do my own overtime. Which, if you're doing other overtime, a lot of times you end up with walking, and so you're walking more than just your route. So you do your route, and then you might walk another few miles, And my route by far is not the longest walking route. It's one of the longer ones in the office probably, but it's not abnormal to have that length of a walking route. I know some people feel like that is a lot of miles to walk in a day, but for us it's very typical. And yet I am still fat. I got this route 5 years ago. Before that I was an unassigned regular, and before that I was a swing carrier and swing carrier and swing carrier. A swing carrier is a sub, although it's not like what you guys would think of. Like a sub would be like who comes in when you're sick. No, It's somebody who, because we have a rotating schedule. Uh-oh. Just got a warning on my phone. So, anywho's, so I've been walking this route for 5 years now, and I haven't lost a pound. In fact, I've added. I'm not a huge eater. I think a lot of my issue was drinking pop. I probably would prefer just to drink pop and live off of pop. I went to the weight loss center May 19th, 2016, this year. And so May 20th was my goal date to end drinking pop, and I did. I just decided and I did it. And so I just feel like I don't eat like a fat person. How people would expect fat people to eat. In fact, I've gone to eat with some of the skinny girls at work, like lunch or whatever, and they can put away food like, and I'm eating like a taco and a bowl of beans or something, and I'm full from that. And they ate like 2 chimichangas and beans and rice and and they are twigs. So it really has something to do with metabolism, I believe, because just food choices doesn't really seem to explain why there's such a huge difference in people. Although I don't exactly know all the ins and outs of metabolism either. But anyways, I'm at 12 minutes, so I'm going to go ahead and stop. And I will talk to you guys next time.